Hello there, and welcome to the third episode of the Fall Review, the show where a grown man gets excited about shiny collectibles. And I'm that grown man. My name is Hydo, and I hope you enjoy this journey that we're going to be going on together. Without further ado, let's get into our first card, that's white. Arden, Intrepid Archaeologist, is a 3-mana 2/2, and he's legendary. He can be your commander. Exciting times. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may attach any number of auras and equipment you control to target permanent or player. And he has partners, so he can join up with someone else. Really cool card. Like, if you're running any sort of auras or equipment theme, you know, you can slide them all across onto something else. But are we interested in how he plays? No. We're interested in whether his shininess excites me. So let's go. Okay. He's a beefy boy. He's got a nice hood. And he's got a lot of buckles. Look at that. It looks like he's at a comic convention. And he's dressing up as a Final Fantasy character. Very nice. He's also got some nice pics on him. Okay. The background, nothing really to, write home about. Got some rocks, the foil doesn't really go onto the rocks, although it does slightly. But nice bit of differentiation between the background and the rock. The actual buckles, I do like that. That is a nice bit of detail. We haven't got foil eyes. Maybe cores don't have foil eyes. Poor lad. And there's a lot of foiling on these sort of grapple hooks. They're really nice. Okay, it's okay. It's all right. It's not a hedron down the bottom. No, it's not a hedron. It's his feetsies. Nice foil feetsies. Okay. It's decent. It's decent. It's a 5. Yep. It's all right. It's not the best card in the world. And it is curving ever so slightly downwards. You can see that. Not really. It does have a slight curve to it, which, Commander products, not very high quality, are they? So let's move on to blue. We've got Baral, Chief of Compliance. A 2-mana 1/3, legendary creature. Gold writing. I don't know why I pay money for this sort of garbage. I hate it. Instant sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever a spell or ability you control counters a spell, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Nice little looting effect. Very, very cool. Great card. Gold writing. I'm sorry. The foils are so much worse quality, but it's a foil nonetheless, and that's what matters at the end of the day, isn't it? Here he is. Ooh, okay. I like those armor, those shoulder pauldrons, are they? And he's got a mask on. Looks like he's going to a masquerade ball. Cool. The overall look of him reminds me of something from like one of the Dishonored games. And is that a big sword in his hand? It looks metallic or whatever it is. Yeah. Okay. Nice bits of detailing. You can really pick out like certain parts of him. And the background. The cape there, that looks really nice. There's some really nice foil work on the cape. Like the way it sort of cuts around it. That's good. I like this. He really stands out from the background. That's a good bit of foil work. Ignore that. Absolutely ruins the image, but hey ho. Yeah, he's a good looking fella. Can't deny that. Good detailing. I like that. I like it a lot. That's he looks nice. Yeah. I think we're going 8. 8 for little old Baral. Miserable commander to play against, especially 1v1. 1v1 commander, I don't personally think should be a thing. I hate it. The worst thing about this year of lockdown is the lack of sociability that you can get, and commander is the best thing for that. Like, you can just sit around and have fun with your friends. But, you know, a year later, and everyone's miserable, aren't they? And on that note, Demonic Collusion. A miserable card. Well, not miserable, but can make your opponents pretty miserable. So, 5 mana sorcery. Buyback, discard 2 cards. Buyback means that you get that card back to your hand. So you can have multiple versions of this card. Search your library for a card and put that card into your hand. Then shuffle your library. Nice little tutor effect. 5 mana is pretty steep. But the reason I picked up this card is because the very first commander deck I ever had was Jared Golgari Lichlord. And I wanted to fill my graveyard. But there were only certain ways that I could win. So I wanted to choose for them and fill my graveyard. So the buyback of discarding 2 cards, while it looks pretty negative, can be fantastic. And if you're playing a deck like Ange Falconwrath, the discarding is fantastic. It allows you to use your Madness cards. Oh, beautiful. Let's have a look if the card's beautiful. Oh, God, I dropped him. Up he comes. Look at that big sort of gargoyle man sitting on your back. Now, I must say, this card is pretty filthy. Because I've had it for about 7 years. But my personal hygiene routines aside, let's have a look at the file. Nice bit of eye work, nice bit of mouth work. The entire right side isn't foiled, but I don't mind that it really brings your focus onto the main subject. This poor fella who's having his head mushed by the demon. That is quite cool. The foil is very cloudy. You know, nothing really stands out. We could have had a nice bit of eye work, although there is a slight bit of foil in the middle of his black eyes. That's cool. Although, and the teeth could have really stood out, but it's all right. It's like, it feels retro. It doesn't feel modern. And I like that. It's a really cool card. Yeah, that image. I like the use of foil, bringing your sight over to the left of the card. So it's decent. I think it's a 6. The foil work could be a lot better, but it's using foil in a way that I think makes sense. Like, a lot of foils, it's just in your face. Look at how shiny we are. And I do like that. But it really draws your eyes over. You can see, the first thing that sort of caught my image was the sight was the face. And then from there, you sort of get the rest of the image. You see everything that the designers and the artists wanted to see. Good use of foil, but was cloudy. It's a 6. I think we go definitely 6. Which brings us on to our bonus round for the day. It's a 3 mana sorcery. Until end of turn, whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, that player copies it and you may choose new targets for the copy. They may choose, not me. I'm not choosing. Choices are hard enough as it is for one person. I'm not making them for everyone else. But this is a fantastic spell from Battle Bond. Absolutely wonderful. The ability to copy all those spells. It's brilliant. So let's have a look if it's a good foil. So we've got a lot of lightning going on. It's all a bit washed out, isn't it? I hate this armor foiling. I just think you could have just had parts of it in foil instead of the whole big block. Would have added a lot more detail. The lightning, yeah, it's decent. Nice bit of lightning there. You know, you can it doesn't blend in with the background. It's a lot more foil. Bit of contrast, but that armor, I just hate it. Not got any eye foil. I am a sucker for some eye foil. It's all right. It's just all right. I think the lightning elevates it slightly. So I think we're gonna go 6. It's 6 thumbs up. Very cool card. That goddamn there's so many better examples of foiling on armor. Like you can really see the intricate sort of detail work, but that is just bland and plain. You know, it's really thrown me off. The lightning was cool. It didn't blend in with the background too much, but nah, step up your armor game. That's all I'm saying. Which brings us on to Deconstruct. Something that can deconstruct armor because it destroys artifacts. I don't know what the making of mana does. Anyway, Deconstruct, 3 mana sorcery, destroy target artifact, then add 3 green to your mana pool. Really, really cool card. Absolutely great. If you can copy this with bonus round, you'll get 6 green. Which is cool, isn't it? You know, you could possibly storm off doing something like that and destroy a bunch of artifacts. But let's have a look at the foil. Oh, my thumb's in the way. Right. We've got a big zigzag that's all foil. But then that's it. See, that sort of blast wave thing looks really cool here because we've got a nice bit of stone behind it. Good bit of highlighting on the face of the foil. That really makes her stand out. Like, it really catches there. That's nice. But we've got this big explosion. Looks well good. Zig. And then it goes down into this just mush of foil. Lose a load of definition. I mean, we then cut back up. But, you know, we've already lost the war at that point, haven't we? Yeah, okay. Good bit of definition. I'm feeling a 7 on this. It's good. It's oh no, I've got rid of the 7. Oh Christ. Oh there it is. But it's good. It's the center of the image really draws your gaze. It's nice to see the shading, especially on the face. That really impressed me. Like the use of foil for shading, really sort of blowing out the face where the light would be coming from the little hand thing. That's good. But then the zigzagged into just foil abyss. Like, goodbye, number 7. This is just such a lost opportunity. Why? Why? What? Why? Another thing is why this is what's she deconstructing? Why is the zigzag flying up into the air? What's she deconstructing upstairs? It makes no sense. But you know, I think it's deserving of a 7. There's some positives to be had, which brings us on to colours, which is a rusted slasher, a card I've never played with, but I found it in my foil collection. Nice. Rusted Slasher is a 4-mana 4/1. And it's a horror. You can sacrifice an artifact to regenerated Rusted Slasher. Quite cool if you want to dump a bunch of your artifacts into the graveyard, but there's better things. Crack Clan Ironworks is a far better sacrifice outlet for artifacts, making mana. But we've got Rusted Slasher, so let's have a look at his foil. Okay. It's okay. See, I thought the reds would stand out a lot more against the dark areas. Oh, I do. Oh, that's nice, actually. Those sort of... See, there's... In the center of his head, there's no eyes, and then the light catches. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm a sucker for eye foil, and that is... How many eyes is that? 12? 12 eye foils. Yeah, I'm digging it. You've won me over, Rusted Slasher. Okay. And then over on the right, that's a nice bit of highlighting that. Yeah, yeah. Very ominous. What a horrible thing. And then Piste de resistance. The Phyrexian symbol there. Alright, yeah, okay. I was going to give it a 4, but the iFoils have won me over. So we're going to double it. We're going 8. I think it's... iFoils. They're really cool. I really like them. So it's an 8. Maybe undeserving. Probably is. It definitely is. But I've committed. Look, 8. Deal with it. Let's move on to our last card in the multicoloured section. One of my personal commanders. I've built this cat. Oh, spoilers. Spoilers. That's right. It's Niv-Mizzet Parun, who costs 3 blue and 3 red. He's a dragon wizard. He can't be countered. He has flying. Whenever you draw a card, he deals 1 damage to any target. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery card, you draw a card. He's a 5/5. Deal with it. Awesome card. Fantastic card. Great commander. It's pretty miserable to play against, especially if, you know, like me, you've built a Storm variant. But wow, what a card. It's awesome playing Standard, I seem to remember as well. Let's have a look at his foil, because he has some nice lightning going on. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that lightning. It really catches the foil. Ooh. That's the stuff. Tied. Oh, look at those teeth, that little snide grin. Yes, Niv-Mizzet. Get in the center of the image. Yes, look how snide. Oh, I love his face. He does look a bit like Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean, with all his sort of squid hair. But that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, I really like that. There isn't much else going on in the image apart from the foil. You know, he's sitting on a sort of thing. You know, he's crossing his hands. I think, considering Rusted Slasher got an 8, I think it'd be a big offence to give Big Niv anything less than that. So I think we're going to go with an 8. I really like it. The lightning looks great. Really sets off the image, and he's got a little snide grin that you can just pick out with the foil. Absolutely fantastic. And with that, we've done our 7 cards. So I'm done. I'm done. I'm gone. I've had enough. I'm stopping. But if you'd like to subscribe, because I'm going to make more of this sort of stuff, do follow me on social media. I don't really post much onto it, but you can, you know, find out when the next video is coming out and that sort of stuff. So if you'd like to do that sort of thing, consider it. And thank you for watching. Bye.